Good afternoon, everybody. It's Jim Mid-Jesse. Today I'm back with another card opening video. And my long-awaited 1982 Topps box has finally arrived. You can see the, I don't know if you can tell on the wrapping there. This is from the Baseball Card Exchange. Steve Hart and the team there have always done the best job with, I'm going to say vintage. I don't even really think of 82 as vintage. I'm that old. I'm that many days old. But unopened wax, there's no better source of clean product than the Baseball Card Exchange. So I recommend to check them out if you haven't. Inventories aren't quite what they used to be. Used to be able to find all kinds of old stuff. But with the resurgence we're seeing in the hobby right now, a lot of that's been bought up. The smartest thing I could have done from an investment standpoint is to not open this box, but I bought it to open it. Kind of a little treat to myself here as we got the basement project done. So wanted to open a fun box. And so I'm way deep in 81s. 81's my primary collection. I've got one of the top 81 sets in the set registry, and I've got like 300 cards at PSA right now. So given all that going on, I've got plenty of 81s. If anybody needs some 81s, let me know. But I don't have a lot of 82s. In fact, I don't have a good Topps Ripken rookie. So I thought this would be fun to open. I opened so much 81, and then you get into 83. 83 Topps has the Gwynn, the Sandberg, the Boggs. 82 was a year I just didn't open a lot of. So didn't open a lot as a kid, and I haven't opened a lot since. Obviously, I assume it goes without saying, everybody knows these boxes are 36 packs each. We'll take a look here at the cards. The key card in the set of 1982 Topps is the Cal Ripken Jr. rookie card. It's the Orioles Future Star. So there are a number of other kind of key Hall of Famers. Reggie Jackson, his PSA 10s are going for 4 figures. The George Brett, I think, is a sharp looking card in here. The Ricky Henderson, it's his 3rd year. 80 was his rookie, 81, and then 82. Got 2nd year Tim Raines, 2nd year Harold Baines. So you can see from the box here, it has this kind of L-shaped design with the team colors. These packs will have the gum. We will not be eating any of the old gum, but let's see how we do. And hopefully we can get would love to see a nice Ripken in here. I'd be sad if we didn't, but you never know, right? And so we're gonna have to deal with some wax stains. I think I've got a video out there already about how to remove wax stains. It'll be something we have to deal with these cards, and hopefully we do okay from a centering perspective. You can see right off the bat with Bucky F and Dent, centering's all over the place. So Bucky Dent, Larry Boa, Don Baylor, Ken Forsch, Kenny Landreau. You do get a sticker in here, so never terrible. Red Sox leaders, Carney Lansford. Here's Detroit's Future Stars. This would be what the Ripken card would look like when we get to it. I'm going to assume we're going to get one. Hoskin Powell, Mike Vail, Jim Rice, Reds Future Stars, Paul Householder, and Rangers Future Stars, nobody. So we'll still be looking for, PSA 10s back. Not that we're going to have any in this whole box, but which are still pretty rare from the set. So anything in great condition, we'll take a look back through, or I will later, and see if there's anything that's really worth paying attention to, because low population kind of cards from the 80s. It's a Fisk All-Star. Boy, Fisk. Bruce Benedict is our sticker. Paul Molitor. There's value in kind of early 80s high quality, even common. Some of them are incredibly rare. I mentioned the 81 set. There's a few cards that there's never been a PSA 10, and they're the most common of people. So, Rod Carew All-Star, Steve Carlton. They've got some in-action shots. Typically, the numbering on that will be one above the card before it. And it's kind of like an in-action. So, Tony Perez base card is probably one away from that. Kind of a neat concept. Chambliss, Steve Rogers, Terry Poole. Highlight Ron Davis. Struck out 8 in a row in a relief appearance. George Bell. The Hawk. So Ozzie, I think that's his last card with the Padres, if I think about that. Maybe I'm wrong on that. Maybe he has an 83, but I was thinking 83 was already with the Cardinals. Our sticker, some more Hawk. Joe Lefevre. Johnny Grubb. Some of the uniforms you'll see are stuff you'll watch them wear for throwbacks right now, right? So that kind of Texas jersey right there. Bruce Bochy. And you see a lot of guys who end up coaching, right? Kenny Landreau. Bobby Grich. Sweet Lou Piniella. Frank LaCourt. I didn't spend any time showing you the back earlier, but you notice the green. I was not a big fan of the green back. It's fairly distinctive for 82 tops, by the way. Jackson Todd. Never trust a man with 2 first names. Bob Boone. Bruce Benedict. Kenny Reitz. Lou Whitaker. You also notice here, right? So this was a common problem in the set is the ink dots. Dave Collins. Dick Knowles. George Foster in action. See me some Lynn Sakata. Chet Lemon. Who's our sticker? Gary Maddox. Joaquin Andujar. Really an underrated pitcher. He was, by the way, that's actually a pretty clean looking card. He was pitching pretty well back then. Maybe not as well as I remember. Let's take a look here at the victory leaders. Who led in the 81 season? So we've got Tom Seaver led the NL. Looks like we had a 4-way tie in the AL with Jack Morris, Pete Vukovich, Denny Martinez, and Steve McCatty. This was back when we still had 4-man rotations. So let's see what kind of win numbers we got here. Oh, okay. So I'm confusing myself here. I'm looking at this going, how are they only finishing with 14 wins? You got to remember 81 strike shortened season. So now we've got the Corona shortened season, but 81 was a strike shortened season. So if we get some more leaders like that, we'll check out the numbers and you'll see they're surprisingly small. If somebody remembers exactly how many games that year they played, let me know. So, fun story. I faced Rich Dotson when I went to White Sox fantasy camp. So, made a ground out. But different story when we find Steve Trout. There's Harold Baines, second-year card. Number 3. So I've got 2 stickers here. Kenny Oberkfell and Joel Youngblood. Johnny Ray, rookie. Tim Wallach. Amos Otis. All right, RBI leaders. We'll take a look at that one. So we just talked about the strike shortened season in 81. So Mike Schmidt and Eddie Murray, very plausible leaders. I'm going to guess somewhere around 60 RBIs, given those 91. I wish I could, maybe I'll look it up here at the end of the video. How many games did they actually get in 1981? Well, I'm using my phone to capture the video, so if somebody knows, let me know. But 2 great players there. Glenn Adams, he's the guy in 1981 there's no PSA 10s of. Ron Guidry. Concepcion. JR, James Rodney Richard. What great names of all time. Rusty Kuntz. Oh, 2 stickers again. We're on sticker hot packs. Omar Marino and Enos Cabell. There's Cubs 81 pitching leaders. Billy Buck batted .311. All right. So there's stack 1. Fumble. All right. Floyd Bannister. If you look up Floyd Bannister, I think you can. So I believe he was like the #1 pick overall and was an absolute legend in high school. Interesting story if you want to look up, just read about a player. Floyd Bannister was an absolute monster. Had a good career, probably never lived up to his hype, but pretty good backstory about him. Dick Ruthven, George Medic, Cecil Cooper, dominated in my Stratomatic teams back in the day. Leon Durham and Billy Buckner, Doug Bird, Willie Randolph. So Terry Francona, manager. That's his rookie card right there. Coop and Vukovic, Piccolo, Tom Seaver, and a Johnny Bench in action. So a couple of nice Hall of Famers there. Wish the centering was better, but it is what it is. Speaking of managers, Ned Yost, Quinn Hurdle. You get the drift? A lot of guys from this era. Rick Cerrone. Jesse Barfield, rookie. Had a cannon, an absolute hose out in right field. Willie Wilson. One year he had 800 at-bats. Ken Brett, brother of George. Tony Pena. For those of you who aren't old enough, he used to always like throw people. He almost would sit down behind the plate and he could still throw you out if you're stealing. Kind of revamp that position. Reggie Jackson in action. Nice. Dwayne Murphy. Their underrated center fielder. If you can't tell, these cards bring back a lot of memories for me. I was in the early days of my collecting career here. Wayne Krenchicki, I like that name. Lee Mazzilli, who we got? We got 2 again. Was that, that's not Quisenberry. Who's that? Dennis Leonard. I can't think of his name. Annoying. Damaso Garcia. It's a good, solid, everyday second baseman. Tony Pena, UL Washington, Johnny Bench, nice. Dave Ford, we got Eichelberger and Cabell. We got some doubles on the stickers. Hindu rookie card, Dave Henderson. That's how they did rookies back then, was all in this form. There's King Griffey Sr. Probably when Junior was running around in the clubhouse. Dougie DeCinces. So he later became an Angel, was one of my absolute favorite players as a kid. I wanted to grow up to be Doug DeCinces. So, I believe he plays golf or does some Strawberry Farms in California there. Bucky F. and Dent. Pete Rose and Steve Carlton. Great leader card there. Raleigh Fingers in action. Look at those Braves jerseys with the red. And the Mets leaders, Mike Scott and QB Brooks. Oh, there's a nice Pete Rose. Pretty sharp card. Take that. Willie Aikens. So Nolan Ryan, ERA leader. We'll look at that again here in just a second. There's the Ripken. We hit it. And you know what? That's actually pretty clean. We're going to sleeve that bad boy up if I can move these packs out of the way. That is pretty clean. So do that. We'll give our friend Houdini the pretty nice looking Ripken there. And then our Nolan Ryan leader here, 1981 ERA leaders. Oh, look at that, 1.69. It's almost a half point better than second best. Dominate much? Makes me think back of just this week we lost legend Bob Gibson, and he look up his one season, what, like 112. It's just absurd. Changed the game. They lowered the mound. Dick Ruthven. Ron Cey in action. The Penguin. And halfway through, oops, that's coming. Benny Ogilvy, Glenn Hurdle, Ron Reed, Terry. Oh, nice. Ricky Henderson. That's actually about the best sticker we could get. I've got a bunch of early career stickers of Ricky. I should probably look into those. I bought them, 25 years ago. 100 stack. Terribly off center, Yastrzemski. Those of you who weren't around, currently the Nationals, used to be the Expos. Les Expos. And a Davy Lopes All-Star. All right, halfway through. We've already hit the Griffey. Let's hit a good Henderson, a Brett. Feel free to get another Griffey. Fernando. won't be a Hall of Famer. His 81 card is one of the most sought after rookies. Was an absolute legend when he first came out. Through the screwball in his rotation, he'd look up at the sky. Took Dodger Stadium by storm. Ken Brett again. We got 2 Ken Bretts, no George. Hoskin Powell and Milt Wilcox. Speaking of legends, right, there's Tom Seaver and Ken Griffey. Danny Heap, rookie. Ron Gardenhire, more managers. Rookie card. This is the year of the manager, man. Wayne Krenchicki, Frank White, Jimmy Palmer in action, Rich Dotson, Ken Herbeck, rookie. Nice little card. I should put that to the side. I like me some Ken Herbeck. Got his 80 and a few of his 83 Flair rookies. My White Sox, Dennis Lamp and Chet Lemon. We were not a good team in 1981. Chili Davis, rookie card. Bob Brenly, more managers. Yastrzemski in action. Man, I forgot how many of the managers played here. It's probably just the right age right now, right, for these guys, but Don Baylor. Rod Carew. Let's see if we can catch, first of all, his hits. 200, 239. He already had 2,500 hits here. And his average is just absurd. Let's see if we can get it to focus. .350, 364, 359, 331. I get hit. John Henry Johnson, great name, great hair. Ed Ott, Kuzma. Richie Zisk. There's Nolan. Nice. Obviously centering's off, but otherwise, that's card. Bucky F. and Dent. Jim Cott. Ray Knight. Al Oliver. Moose Halls. There's a Winfield All-Star. Eck is blowing behind him there. That's actually in the picture. Joe Rudy. Cooper. Terrell Porter. I'd like to see a George Brett and a Ricky base card. So, still greedy. Tony Perez. Gary Renicky. Dave Chalk. Pops. Stargell. The Cobra. Dave Parker. Speaking of the Cobra, well, that's some great centering on that Eddie Murray right there. Hubie Brooks, some more Darryl Porter stickers, doubling up on them. Nettles in action, Mike Davis. Hitting a pretty gross centering run there for a little bit. Steve Sax, rookie. Len Barker and Fernando, strikeout leaders. 180 and 127, like I said, shortened season. So, Dick Davis, I think it's like our third Dick Davis, to be honest. P.D. Rose. We'll do a summary at the end, of course. Dougie DeSensei, Gary Carter, Bert Hooton. So there's a George Brett, Kansas City Royal leader. So they did one of these leaders for each team. Nobody of note. John Henry Russell, or John Henry Johnson, and then Rick Russell, who I remember only as a Cub. I don't remember him playing for the Yankees. And there's a Ricky. Batting leader, probably don't think of Ricky like that, but batted .319 that year. He was on base a lot, right? Not only did he have 80 speed, he could actually, he had a ton of power, lead off home runs, could get hits, was definitely a game breaker, game changer. Take your pick. All right, last row of 9 packs here. Let's see what we can close out with. Big Buckner. Oh, there's Ricky right there. Nice. Top to bottom centering off, but still nice. He's on that patented position. How many steals was he coming off of the year before there? So looks like they played about 100 games in 81. The year before, on a full season, he had 100 steals. Speed was such a game changer back then. I honestly wish they ran to the same degree they do now. There's a nice Nolan sticker. And maybe the catcher, oh, that's a sick card though. I know it's not worth a ton, but I'm a Fisk fan, number 72 there. But, and a great looking photo. So we're gonna save that one to the side. And maybe through shortened motion on the mound, better, maybe it's harder to steal now than it ever was. We've got another Ricky, back-to-back packs. You never want to be the top card because you can see, if you can catch the glare there. Hang on, we've got some wax I'll have to deal with. It's almost the same pack though. It's a pretty good pack for the day. Nolan Ryan and Ricky Henderson. About as strong of a pack as you could ever hope for. Tony Bernazard, that's a name I forgot. And a Pete Rose All-Star. So how about that pack? Nolan Ryan, Ricky Henderson, Pete Rose All-Star, same pack. Hot pack. And, oh, I thought there was another Nolan. That photo, let's just compare the photos here for a second. I guess it's the uniform. Definitely the patented Nolan leg lift. But at first, I thought Fisk All-Star. Bo Diaz and Scotty McGregor stickers. Tom Brunansky, long career rookie card. Pete Rose highlight. Nice. All right, we're running pretty good right here. Rod Carew All-Star. We're on a heater, Ricky. Sorry. Okay, let's see which pack can be better. We had the Ryan, Rose All-Star, and Ricky. We start off with Carew All-Star and Carlton in the first two cards. And I see we've got an in action. It's Tony Perez, though. Matt Keogh. Paul Molitor. Not quite as good. Now, Matt Keogh, his family later was on like the first year of like the Real Housewives of Orange County. So fun fact there. I was asked by my wife a few years back to figure out who that family was. So Schatzeder, Hawk, and Ozzy again. Man, I wish we were running better on the centering. Lou Piniella, Tommy Herr. See if you can find out the story of Tommy Herr and Tito Landrum. Look that up someday if you want some fun. It's worth your time. Little tip from your Uncle Jesse. Might be hard to find though. Whitaker, Pedro Guerrero, the dominant bat of the era. Bobby Grich, McClure, John Tudor. A little soft tosser, but really good pitcher. I remember more from his Cardinal years. 3 packs left. Not much so far in this pack. Drop the stickers. Dickie Knowles, George Foster, Tim Raines. There's a discoloration on this card. But so he stole 71 bases as a rookie. He actually has a future star card in the 81 set. So not his rookie. Or his rookie's not in the set. And 2 to go. George Foster All-Star. Willie Stargell in action. Alan Trammell. Joaquin Andujar. And our final pack. It's been a pretty good box. No George Brett, but obviously we'll go through what we did get here in just a second. Let's end with another hot pack. Let's go. Rick Wise. Boom, George Brett All-Star. Mike Schmidt. Here we go. Hot pack, just like I requested. George Hendrick. Mike Squires. Downing. Lee Lacy. Johnny Ray. Tim Wallach. Famous Amos Otis. And the Eddie Murray and Schmidt RBI leaders. Anyway, pretty good little box there. Let's take a second to recap our hits. Just a second here. So, Brett All-Star, Schmidt. Actually, I'm going to take a second here to combine the All-Stars at least. Just so bear with me. So we take a second here. Put a few of the similar people together here. Well, I don't want to waste too much of your time, but okay, so let me pick these back up and we'll start over. Sorry about that. Okay. So, Eddie Murray, Parker, Carlton, Schmidt, the Wizard, George Brett, team leader, George Brett All-Star, Dawson All-Star, Carew, Fisk All-Star, Pete Rose All-Star, Winfield. Yastrzemski in action. Yastrzemski base. Herbeck rookie. Nolan Ryan leader. Pete Rose base and leader. Johnny Bench base. Reggie in action. Bench in action. Seaver. Second year Baines. Another Ozzie. Hawk. Carlton Carew Molitor. Fisk. Ricky team leader. 2 Ricky base. 2 Nolan base. Pete Rose base. All-Star and that Fisk in action. And then obviously the hit is a pretty clean Cal Ripken rookie. So thanks for hanging out with me today and opening these 82s with me. Hopefully a little bit of information maybe you didn't know about 1982 Topps. But I enjoyed the break nonetheless. I enjoy opening some of these older cards even more than I do open some of the new stuff. Obviously not quite the same home run potential, but a fun walk down memory lane for me. So if you like the content, please leave some comments. Maybe tell me some of the cards you were most interested in, or we're glad to see that we hit or didn't hit. Give me a like and subscribe, and hope all your days are good, and let all your days be gem mint. Take care.